Alrighty, y'all, I just got to the employee lot. I got assigned a 3-day. I am working out of Atlanta right now, and so they gave me the trip maybe exactly maybe a little before 10 a.m. because it's a PM reserve, and so I'm contactable at 10 a.m. local. I saw the trip when I woke up because I set an alarm for 9 something to just look and see, because I was number 1 on for junior PM, and so I figured, I knew I was going to be called because I'm number 1, but I figured I'd probably be called for airport standby. But when I looked at open time, because there's also usually not a lot of open time in there's usually not a lot of open time, especially in Atlanta. So I was like, oh, they'll probably call me for airport standby later in the day. But when I looked, there's literally one trip that reports exactly at like 1 a.m. local, which is like the perfect like 2-hour call out or whatever. So I was like, they're probably, and I think they had it in there for VJA. So they much rather pay it straight time to me, to someone on standby, than VJA time and a half to someone picking it up at open time. So soon after I seen that in there, they put it on my schedule as predicted. First leg is a deadhead. I have 2 legs. Actually, I'll bring up the trip. This deadhead, that's a little delayed. It's delayed by 23 minutes. And then I have a 2-hour sit in New Orleans to Austin. That's going to be an hour 25. And then Austin to Pittsburgh, and then I have a 14-hour overnight. And then tomorrow I will be doing Pitt to Houston, 4:35 sit and a plane change, and then I go Houston to Nashville, and then Nashville to Philly, and that's where I will have my overnight for 18 hours. And then I will have the final day, Philly to Chicago to Atlanta, and I will end up back home. And I should be done by 10:25 Eastern on day 3, which is Sunday. So this trip is paying $20.45. It's a little over my reserve minimum, which is $19.5. So getting a little extra credit there. I'm at $70.50 for the month right now, which is pretty average for me. Let's go catch this shuttle and start our day. I mean, to start it off, it's pretty simple because it's just a deadhead. So I'm going to sit in the back as a passenger. That is what a deadhead is. I don't drive in heels, so I put on my shoes when I get here. It's hot today. It is very warm. What is the temperature? All right, let's go to work.
And I know I shouldn't be chewing gum, so I'm just letting you know. Okay. Go!
Listen.
Are you crazy? right when we were doing the gym out.
All right, leg 1 is down. Well, first working leg. So deadheaded to New Orleans. Now I am in Austin, and I have 1 leg to Pittsburgh, and then that's where I will be overnighting. I'm working with an Atlanta crew, obviously, because I started in Atlanta. So you know they got some time under their belt. I'm working with 2 gentlemen. We are in ABC, and we are all Greek in different orgs, and so that was kind of fun. I really do appreciate about this career that I don't think you get in others, is that you can be around so many people, so many different backgrounds, from so many different ages, and you can have these conversations about literally anything on the jump seat, and it's really exciting. And so many flight attendants are so established and have so many other things that they do in life, and this is just like what they do after their full-time career, or something that they do for the benefits, or whatever it might be. Like, I've worked with lawyers, authors, scientists, business owners, like so many people in so many different factors of life, that it's really, really dope. I think that's really one of the best parts about this career. So we have a short little sit. We're really about to turn and burn. This next flight is going to be over 2 hours, so we're going to have some time. Not a long overnight. I think we only have like 14 hours, and we're staying at an airport hotel. That's how you know it's a short overnight, when you stay at the airport hotel. And we'll see this again tomorrow. If I still have energy, I'll go to the gym tonight. If not really, then I'll go to the gym in the morning. Hold me accountable. Hold me accountable, okay? That's it. So we're in an airport hotel. So usually in airport hotels, they're not as nice as like our downtown hotel, at least in my experience. However, that is an exception in Denver. Absolutely love that airport hotel. Love it down. Actually, if y'all don't give me that hotel, I don't want to work it. Anyways, they said there's about 40 minutes left in their like light bite late night menu. Of course, I have no food with me. So gonna change real quick, go down, eat that. I have like a 14-hour overnight, which is nice. Well, it's decent because of how close the hotel is to the airport. So yeah, let's get changed and then we'll go to sleep. We're not working out tonight, but we will in the morning. See you then. This is so heavy. Jesus. Hello. We are on day 2 of the trip. We are on an 800 today, so we have a B. We are still in ABC. Now it's 2 women, 2 men. I know I told y'all I was going to work out this morning. However, my family, my siblings in particular, wanted to call me this morning with a lot of important information, and so I just didn't have the time. Okay, we talked on FaceTime all morning, so I had to just get dressed and come here. We can walk, so I told my crew members I would just meet them at the gate, went and grabbed some Chick-fil-A. I got a grilled chicken nugget meal with fries with the super kale. Balance. Okay, let's get to boarding. Okay, so before the last leg, I got some grilled nuggets and some kale crunch because your girl's being healthy. I may not have worked out this morning, but we're going to eat properly. It is going to be drenched in Polynesian, but balance. I have like another 40 minutes before boarding for my next flight. We have 2 more legs. We're going to Nashville and then we're going to end in Philly. The kale crunch actually hits. Y'all, today felt so long. Just got into my room. It is 11:14 p.m. and so the kitchen closes at the restaurant at 11. So they have sandwiches and salads at the desk for us to grab, which I think is always a very nice little perk that we have added into our contracts. And so she brought out the sandwiches, and the last time I had a sandwich, and I think I showed it to y'all, it ended up being a ham sandwich, and I don't eat pork, and so I just ended up not eating the sandwich, and then I just had like the chips, and there's probably like an apple in there or something. It's usually like a very basic kind of like lunch, whatever. The hotel in DC, they usually give us the best meals. They give us a real good salad. Last time I was there with like grilled chicken, but they brought out the sandwiches today. It was pepperoni. I never even heard of a pepperoni sandwich before. I was like, do you have a non-pork option? Not to be difficult, but their salad has no meat on it, so they gave me a salad, and that's cool. I was like, not even ham, but pepperoni? Who do that? Anyways, it's okay. It's okay. This is, you know, an advantage, a privilege that we have. But they had an option. It's okay. Never stayed here before. Okay, we have about an 18-hour overnight. We don't lobby until 3:40 tomorrow, so we have a good bit of time, which is nice. I'm definitely going to work out tomorrow, swear, promise. And then we'll see what else I do with my life here. First things first, bunny slippers, always. I just got a run in my tights at the very end of today's flight, so at least it happened at the end, so it's all good. I will throw these out. Okay, I'm going to get settled and eat and go to sleep. But until tomorrow, we'll reconvene.
Some people come to church and they follow them. I don't think the same way. I don't speak the same way. I keep talking myself out of the very thing that I'm called to.
Because we're about to stop somewhere to go from Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta. Alrighty, back at it again. 2 legs today. We are going to Chicago from Philly and then Philly to Atlanta. And I feel like that's so funny because that's my regular commute and I'm working it anyway. Like instead of commuting it and working a Chicago trip, I'm working an Atlanta trip and still doing my commute. Still going Chicago to Atlanta, but it's fine. I should be home by at least like release, drive, shuttle, and the drive home. Should be home by like midnight tonight. And I have a couple days off. So let's hope that these next 2 flights that are completely full, probably like jump seater and everything, go by quickly. And we have a safe, fun, and uneventful day. Let's go.